Brewing Company is a small microbrewery located in Port Rexton, Newfoundland. It has a seasonal tap room, which is open from May until October, where visitors can come view the equipment, but also order at the bar, samples of our beer, plus pints, half pints, come for the evening, that type of thing. And then in the winter months, the brewery is more of a production facility where we're close to the public, but we're producing beer and supplying kegs to different restaurants and bars.
We were living in Halifax a couple of years ago and became really involved in the beer scene and the microbrew culture back in Nova Scotia. I'm originally from Truro, Nova Scotia, so when we were living in Halifax, we always went out to trying new beers, and we got into the home brewing scene of it. And we started, the craft beer industry is really small and tight-knit, they work together. So we started talking to some of the other brewers and other breweries, and microbreweries, and just became interested in doing it on our own. And when we were looking to start this venture, we initially looked at Truro, and then turned our sights towards this peninsula.
We got married about a 10-minute drive from here. So we had our personal connection here already, and having grown up in Clarenville, I knew that Port Rexton was a very excellent tourism location during the summer. This whole area is, and so we knew to start looking here.
We were looking on this peninsula. We expanded our search to Trinity East, Port Rexton, Champneys, English Harbour, and we found Port Rexton to be that great fit for us. The building was available, which also helped us. Was an old schoolhouse originally, and it became a community center, and it was laid vacant for about 8 years. So the town was really excited to see this building come back to life.
So Alicia and I sort of separate our duties. I focus more on running the tap room. That's the seasonal side of the business, and Alicia focus in the business background stuff. Alicia focuses more on down in the brewery and producing the beer and all of that side of things.
To jump from home brewing to commercial brewing is not just, it's not just walking out the door. It's something you have to actually think about, plan about. So I actually apprenticed with Big Spruce Brewing up in Cape Breton, as well as Good Robot Brewing in Halifax. So I got to learn the commercial side. So that prepared me, I think, fairly well. Also, our system is a used system, which is really hard to find in the brewing world. We bought it from Royal City Brewing in Guelph. So I was also able to go up and brew on it before I bought it, which is often unique because normally you're buying new tanks from suppliers and they get delivered. So here I was able to, or up in Guelph, I was able to practice on it, see where the valves, where all the hoses should go, and then when it came here, it was a quick and easy setup. The learning curve was, I guess, shorter than what it ought to have been if we bought a new system. But there definitely has been some production challenges. We're an electric system, so our boiler is electric. Our hot water tank that we have is electric. So we're dealing with, electricity water, electricity beer. So there's obviously some safety challenges that we have to ensure that everything is completely safe before we use it, whereas other systems wouldn't have those specific challenges. And as well, just being located in Port Rexton. So we are, an hour off of the Trans-Canada Highway, and 3 hours from St. John's, potentially another 8 or 9 hours from the boat. So getting supplies, ingredients, things like that, just has its own challenges that other urban breweries may not be experiencing.
I really like interacting with people. I enjoy all of the visitors that we have come in, and whether it be people from the community that come, once every couple of weeks, then it's a nice little catch-up area or place to catch up with them. And then there are tourists coming from different parts of the world, so hearing their stories, learning where they're from, it's always really an interesting experience. And then there's just even people just from other parts of Newfoundland dropping in, and just the different people you meet and the stories and the just the interactions, just the data. It's really, I really gain energy from that. So it's something that I've never had in a job before, I guess, where I've always practiced law. I've spent most of my time in an office in front of a computer, so I'm really enjoying all the interaction that I get out of this.
I think the most rewarding or successful part that I find is actually being able to have your own business, make a product, and share it with others. So this is something that we're creating and people are enjoying. So I'm developing the recipes. I'm the one stirring the mash and brewing it and kegging it and putting the sweat equity and to see people enjoy it is really it's really rewarding. And the other thing that I would also enjoy is people that are challenging people's palates, let's say. So they come in and they say, well, I want your lightest beer. And you just kind of chat with them and try to figure out what they like about beer, what they don't like about beer, and then you can give them something that they never expected they would enjoy, and they enjoy it. So seeing something like that is always fun. But I think the most part is, like I said, just being able to create something, make it with your own hands, and share it with others and watch them enjoy it. It's pretty great.
It's been received better than we could have even anticipated, which is always really nice. You never really know, you hope, but you're still sort of like that first day you open your door for the very first time, like I hope somebody comes. So it has been fantastic. It's been very well received, both in the community, in Newfoundland as a province, and with every visitor from outside of Newfoundland. They've all had fantastic experiences here. And so I think both their people's experience when they come here, getting to see our space and sit and enjoy it, and the music and the background and the mingling and the social and all of this. We've seen numerous times, someone sitting at the bar here, a totally different group from who knows where else, sitting at the bar here, and with, in minutes, they're interacting, and people are just meeting people here all the time, or getting together with other people they've known, but they don't see for ages. It's really nice to see that sort of community social atmosphere happening here. But I think also our product itself has been well received, which we're really happy to know and to hear. The reception, we've had the reception in, say, St. John's, for example, where we sent some of our kegs to some restaurants, has been really great. Good positive feedback. People just generally, giving us feedback from being here and trying our beer, taking growlers to friends and stuff like that. It's been better than we could have expected.